Hello and welcome to today's live stream. Today we are going to talk about a few things we discussed last week, I think, and those are how to register an organization QuestLyst, and we also talk about the new feature that we introduced, that is subscription. So if you're a person or an organization that requires more powerful features that we offer at QuestLyst, then you can also do subscriptions for that. And I'm happy to announce that that is available currently. You can now do subscription. So I'll walk you through step by step how to register an organization and why registering an organization is important, and the benefit that we might or will gain um, in registering your organization with QuestLyst. And after that, we then go through the new feature that also is required for you to register an organization. Now, first of all, let me just talk about what registering an organization means and why uh, QuestList offers this feature to its customers. And so, two organizations are really okay in Kenya, not just Kenya, but globally. Many businesses exist. Those offer all businesses offer different services and different um, products that the business might offer. And Kenya specifically has a couple more, maybe small businesses, large businesses, and even research centers or labs. Now, what QuestList offers to these users or these people who have their businesses or organization is a way for them to showcase or just list their organization. And then under that organization, they can list whatever they offer, whatever they list, sorry, whatever they process or they offer as a business to their user. And the unique part is that QuestList doesn't really it's not a marketing place for the organization itself, but it's a place for those organizations um, to to get funds, for example, or uh, people who, for example, if it's a lab or a research center, and you want to gain more investors or gain more people to come and view what you're offering as a service, we, as a research lab or center, we offer that as well, so that you can list your organization and then allow people to invest in that organization. But the investment feature, that is the goal for QuestList's organization feature, so that if the organization seems like a very promising adventure or promising business in the future, then users or people who are interested in the business or the idea that the business does can invest in the organization through QuestList, and they can um, see most of the items that the organization offers, mostly their assets. So we have a way organizations can list their assets. So if you are an organization, ideally you might have um, uh, things that we do on things that we have under assets category, and specifically business assets. So if you are an organization, most probably you might have some sort of goodwill, or you must have some sort of customer databases or supply networks or distribution chains, licensing agreements, and contract agreements, and you want to list that um, as the assets for that organization. This is available for you as an organization. You can do that. you can list it on QuestLyst, and then prepare for people to invest in that organization. Now that's the only the feature we have under organization, and also I can also talk about intellectual property. So intellectual property is the thing, or the asset that an organization possesses that identifies that organization's uniqueness. So if you have an organization which processes food, or you process medicine, or you do sort of manufacturing of some sort of equipments, you can do that, list your intellectual properties, IP, and the categories that we offer are patents, trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets, trade and business names, software and digital IP. If you are a software company like we are, we can also list um, our IP or digital IP on QuestLyst, and then people who are interested in that specific product that you build, or the specific direction that organization is taking, they can um, uh, do investments to that. Like, for example, if I recognize that organization is doing high valued research or building AI tools that are highly valuable in, I don't know, in the next future or something. I will most definitely invest in that organization's assets, right? So I can buy a few of the assets. If it's patents, I can buy some patents if they list them on QuestLyst, or I can trade on. By trade I mean not by trade I mean like buy, or uh, buy a few of the shares of the assets that they offer. But that feature is not currently available. It's under the feature for buying shares or buying tokens for an organization is under asset tokenization, which we'll talk about this in a few days, or I think week or something. But that is a very important feature, which I think most organizations who will list their assets and properties will benefit a lot of that, a lot with or through that feature. And so that's the main goal for organizations. And I can show you a few examples that we have. Uh, I mean, they're just examples, not live data, but on this is what you see when you go to register organizations. This is the organizations dashboard, I'll say page. So this page lists all the verified organizations on QuestLyst, and you can go through all of them, search through which organization you're interested in, and you will see it right here. Now, I have three organizations right here, and I'll click one of it and just go through how it looks like when you create an organization. So when an organization is created, first of all, we set the industry of that organization. So this is technology, and then we have energy, and then we have just example. So, and then we have a verified icon on each card of the organization. This is just to show that this organization is legit, and the verification process is simple. We go through all the verification to verify the organization exists as well. And then the subscription is another way to verify an organization that is legit. So every organization that is registered or will register on QuestLyst has to be a subscribed version. I'll walk you through that as well, how the subscription works and which tier or which plan that is suitable for organizations to be using. Now, so how it looks like. So if you list an organization, what you'll see is this, right? So um, you'll see the name of the organization, the icon, and you'll see. So this is just a picture. It's not. Well, we're thinking of getting these into. Um, for now, to stick there because it shows for every organization that is registered. But once we have asset tokenization, then we'll have a sort of a graph that shows the way the organization portfolio is currently and how it improves with time. So that matrix will be available as we roll out the asset tokenization feature, which also will be um, in connection with the organization's portfolio and statistics, how it performs and how many people are investing in that organization. That would be nice to see on this page. But for now, what we do have is just a couple of images. These are not uh, specific to the organizations. These are just placeholder that QuestLyst gives the organization. And then we have active listings. Listings are any kind of listings. So organization can be a car company, right? So you can list the cars that you sell for that organization. It can be maybe a hotel. It can be a research institute. It can be anything that you can list under any list, those listing or whatever you sell. Now, for the other thing is total auction. So, total auctions is some organization will choose um, to auction their stuff. So maybe you want to auction uh, a few of the items you sell. And as we spoke last week about auctions. Auctions is a better way to sell stuff quickly. If you want to sell stuff as fast as you want them to go, then you use auctions. So an organization may choose to also have auctions. Then you'll see the total auctions when you visit that organizations right here. And then live auctions is just what is running currently for that organization. And then we have also the stars. Stars are just some information you get for to verify that the people are really interested in this organization and description of that organization. So if you are an energy company or you are a research institute, you tell us about the organization, a short description of your organization, paragraphs, 3 paragraphs. You can be as short as the description can be as short as possible, or it can be as long as possible. If you want to be very detailed about the organizations, you can list that right here. And then we have this button, which I talked about, I mentioned about investment. So this is coming soon when we will be rolling out assets tokenization. So this is a very important feature for each organization. They will have every organization that registers on QuestLyst will have an invest button, which will allow users to, if they are interested in the idea or the organization's directions, which would be obviously um, supported by documents or all the good stuff under organization. And that will be included in the organization's portfolio so people can, go through the statistics and go through the everything under that organization, where it exists, how it exists, what sort of products they or problems they solve or they're solving. So invest will be a very important one for people to invest, and that technology will only involve um, it will not be like like investment would be more like linking investors to your organizations than people sending than sending you money through the platform as QuestLyst. So QuestLyst will not manage any transactions for organizations and investors. What we'll do for this feature is just link people with the right investors, link people with the right people who are interested in the technology that they offer, and then uh, people can, do things, visit the organization or um, support the organization whenever they want to. So that's an important feature that which I think people who list their organizations would be very interested to know about. And then location is just where you are. When you click the location, it goes, people can find you very easily through um, that feature of your um, map on the map. And the other thing is, so under organizations, we can see what the assets are for that organizations. As I talked to you about assets, so the assets are under this category. It can be any asset under this category. And then, so when you do that, you will see that those assets right here, a list of them. And I don't know why this does not have any assets, but let me click one that has a few assets so that we see, not, this doesn't have, let's see this, what about this? So here, here's an example. Um, so we have assets for this organization. So this organization has a few, couple of assets. And uh, so this is under real estate. We have machinery, we have intellectual property. So intellectual property will show the icon based on intellectual property that you offer, whether it's trademarks, copyrights, and trade secrets. You'll see the icons specific to that property. And then we have um, other assets for these organizations. Right? So if you do, so these are the cards you'll see under that organization. If you want to see more about the list of all the assets the organizations offer, we also have a way to do that. So if you go to these cards, just shows a couple of them, but you can also do lists, and then when you click any of these, you'll be directed to the listing itself if it's an asset. So it comes here, and what you'll see is this. So that's the card view, and then we have a table view for each asset. So the status of the asset, type, maybe title, and then the price. The price is it can be any valuation. Valuation is just the price of or the value of the asset that has been listed, and it changes all the time. So the feature that will be coming, it will also consider the market value and all the other good stuff that assets are involved in. And I see, and then explore our listings is just any general listing, normal listing that the organization might be offering, maybe sales, selling stuff, or any listing, maybe job listing. Organizations can also list jobs. So, and you can see that right here. So if you have a job in AI engineering, or you have a job in education, engineering, healthcare, you can list that on your organization and it will show right here, and people can easily find those listings. And then auctions is another thing. So you'll see the auctions that organizations do or are running under that. And reviews. So these are the review sections. You can skim through the reviews. I only have a few of them. But yeah, if you want to see all the reviews, just click review all for that organization, and you can read through what people are saying about that organization, and I, and you can also contact the lister. So organizations has listers, the person who manages that organization. You see them their contacts right here. And then this is coming up. We are working on a way to add social media accounts for each organization, so that you can easily um, find them on X, in LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, wherever that organization exists on in any social media. You can find them through this part. So that will be coming out soon. But the other thing I would like to mention is something here is now how to create an organization. Now you are interested in creating an organization, and then through QuestLyst, and you are very interested in the idea of investment, idea of um, listing your assets or listing um, your listings, or people investing in your energy idea, your research idea, you can do that. And a lot of inspiration for this feature was the idea that Kenya Kenyan companies or Kenyan research institutes uh, are less funded, and we would like people to really uh, invest in people's ideas in the country. And I would say the road to that will be a platform that uh, exposes these ideas or these organizations to the outside world, and people from outside who are interested in such an idea would invest in that idea, or they can buy maybe that idea. People buy ideas, people buy organizations, or businesses out there. So if you are really interested, or you want to make sure to be explicit that I'm selling this company, or I'm selling this business, you can list it on QuestList and say on the under description that this is a good idea, and people can, people can buy the business. You don't have to have some list sort of listings or things you're selling to list your organization on QuestList. You just have to have the right idea. You just have to have the right documents. So if you have, for example, assets, if you want to sell a company, or you sell your intellectual property, you can list it right here, and then people will include the assets that you sell, which will be maybe um, intellectual properties, patents, trade secrets, all that good stuff that any organizations usually have. And then we can do we can just showcase that organization and everything you sell, and people can invest in it or can buy that idea. So it's not limited to just listings or anything you sell. It's not limited to anything. It's not that limited. So it's free. You are free to list any idea that you have in mind. People have ideas out there. You might think about an idea, and you have no way to fund that idea. One way to do that is visit QuestList and list that idea, and QuestList will make sure it finds the right uh, investors or the right people to invest in your idea. So you have unlimited possibilities using QuestList. You just need an idea and then list it on QuestList and organizations, and people will find it easily. And another good thing is, if you list an idea on QuestList, you can also we can also support you in terms of marketing your idea to other people, people who are interested in such an idea. And many countries or governments are heading in a direction where AI or blockchain technology is becoming a thing that people are really investing most of the money in. So if you have an idea in blockchain or in AI, or you just doing research in um, um, any institution or any field. It could be technology, it could be healthcare, it could be um, in industry like electronics, or like any research directions that many scientists are involved in. It's also a good way for you to list that idea on QuestList and organizations, and people can find it easily. And also, I should mention that also if you are a scientist and you have a research lab, or just a lab that you are involved in, you can also list that under organization as a lab, and then list all the things that you are involved in. What kind of research are you doing, and all that, and people can invest in that. And that's all about what an organization is, how it helps you, or how important it is um, to the current state of affairs in terms of technology, and in terms of economic development. So that's the whole idea, and why QuestList is heading towards this direction of um, investments in ideas. And now, what I will do next is just walk you through another the process of creating an organization. So you are interested in creating an organization. What do you do? One thing is there is a button right here. It's called Register Organization. Once you see that, just click it. You have to be logged in first. So I'll just do a quick login. Um, and so I'll just go back. So first you go register organizations as a premium feature, then go to click right here. So once you click here, if you what you'll be directed to is here. So this is the subscription feature, which I'll talk about in a moment. But when you look at here, you will see that we ask organization feature is important, and we only need subscribed user. You have to subscribe to create an organization. So if you are a subscribed user, it's easy for you to create an organization. And let's see. So we have this. I'll talk about this, but the organization is under commercial. So commercial, you can create an organization under commercial, and organization members are five only for this commercial. And then yeah, so price can change, so it can change anytime. So for these, we have commercial, mainstream, and enterprise. So if you have an organization for commercial is limited to just five members, and you can create an organization for that. Mainstream, enterprise, it's C. So that so you have to be a commercial or any other above this um, to register an organization. So if you try to upgrade, what you'll do, you will ask for is you can pay with QuestList wallet or M-Pesa directly. So because I'm on local, I will try to do a quick wallet load. So I'll load my wallet, and let me try to find out if um, okay, let me log into another account that has something that is loaded. Wallet loaded. Okay, so so this other account has already my wallet balance that is loaded, and I will just try to. Oh, so this has already organization created. I need one that has not created an organization. Try. Let me see if. Okay. I need to already commercial. So I need to get rid of, for testing purposes, let me get rid of organization from this account. And, hmm, just one moment. Oh, what's this email? Okay. And first. Hmm. All right, so set to update to. All right, let's see if this works. Awesome. Let me reload these and we can try again. So if I reload, sorry, I'm reloading the wrong one. If I reload this, I can go to register organization. No, this is still showing go to organization. I need to do a hard reload. Okay. Looks like I updated the wrong one. Did I update the right one? Hopefully it's not a bug. Let's see. This user is this user this you? No. Okay. Okay, I see. Okay, let me do another update real quick. I need to clear my cache because I think it's getting data from the cached. Uh, okay, so let's try again. Reload. Yeah, now we see it. So register organization. And what we can do now is because this user is already loaded their wallet. So if you look at this, you'll see that the wallet has this balance. You can top up if it's not enough, but let's go directly to register organization. Now, this user has no organization. once you click here, it goes directly to register organization. That's because um, this user is subscribed to the current plan is the commercial version. So once you click register organization and you are subscribed, you have the correct plan, it goes directly to register organization. Now, what this is just asking for details about your organization. Let's say, just an example, industry. No, so research, maybe research, and then organization name, then description of that organization. Let me pick a random description somewhere on the web to just for 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 sh- for for what for the stream. Then description, then number. You can put number and email. So these are the contacts you'll see under contact, get in touch, and then address where you are based. So the organization is based in which location. Kenya, and region can be I think it's just Kiambu city, Kiambu, Kiambu. Then the website of that organization. So if you are already if you already exist online, you can also include that organization. And then select images. So logos, this is the logo of the organization. So I'll just select this logo. And once you're done, you've verified everything, you can submit. And another thing is, so this is this the input is pretty. It's just um, like you can customize as you wish for this. For how you want the description of the organization to look like. You can include bullet points, you can include whatever you like to do. Links also can be included in the organization, in the description. So like for example, if these are links right here, you can do that using this, I think, yeah. And once you're set, you're good, you can submit your organization. And we have a problem. User has already been associated with an organization. I think this is still reading all data. Ignore this because I think I updated manually. That's why we are seeing this thing. I will have to update. I did manually, so that's why we're seeing this. So let me go to this section. I think, is it here? Okay, so what's this? Okay, where are you? Organization should be somewhere. Okay, okay, I see. I think uh, Yeah, so I'll try again. I think let's try again. So if you create an organization, it loads and then it successfully creates an organization. Then you can preview stuff, update the organization if you want to. Then one other thing is adding members to that organization. And if you go to this, your profile name and click the drop down, you'll see organization settings. You will see my organization. This will lead you to see how the portfolio looks like, or the organization looks like. And then so say we want to add members to this organization or to update it. If you click that, or let's say you're done and you want to just enjoy other things and you want to also update the organization, you can go to say organization settings, and that will lead you to this page. The page will tell you what you currently subscribe to, which is um, um, commercial, and then it will also tell you about the members remaining to add to that organization. I don't know why there's two left, but I guess maybe there must be an issue because this is a new organization. Oh, I see. So since this user had already created an organization and we deleted manually, that organization was created that was created by this user had already a few credits or used up credits. That's why you see two here. But if I go to members for this is a new organization, so that's why you see I think you'll see just one member, but let me show you how to add members. So depending on which subscription you have, you'll see the members, the seats that are left for that organization. So I'll say let me add a member. And one thing is that the member you add will will uh, um, will receive an email to that you have added them to that organization. And then once you keep adding, and you'll see that so this should update automatically. I think that's another bug or something. Two seat first should be one seat left. I think this is a bug, but I'll find out why it's not updating. But let's try another member. So any member you add can add listings or assets to that organization. We haven't added roles yet, but roles will be available sometime later. So I think this is a bug because it's not updating the seats. It should be updating stuff right here. Not good. Okay, usage. Yeah, I think this is a bug. I'll try to fix this because whenever you add a member, it should update the remaining seats. And so that's how you create an organization. That's how you add members to organization, and you can update your organization details. Maybe you want it to be you change location to something else, somewhere else, or the website link changed. You can update that. What we don't have now is delete organization. I think that will come based on whether people want such a feature to exist, but without it's best to not include delete organization as a feature, um, just to keep that um, available because not many organization exists for listings. There are so many listings, so you have to have a way to mess around with them. But that's about it for update organization, create organization, update organization, and adding members to organization. Now, say you want to, you have an organization. We can view organization details right here and no listings. Now, say you want um, to add uh, a listing, right? To create a listing under that organization that you just created, this one. So when you click to create listing, you will be directed to this and you'll see the current plan, how many listings are left for this plan, how many assets you can create for this, and then the organization seats. Now, let's say I create an example listing here for this organization. I'll do um, actually, let's do just one for listings and then a few assets. Let's say legal, this is direct test, and then maybe I can just copy the same one here and then expiry date and then currency USD, and I think what we can do next is let me just put the address and city is what, you know, and then accept. So once you do that, you can also include images if you want to. What can I include here? Let's go to here, images, call it car, and save and publish. And once you do that, it will, yeah, it takes some time because of images. Now, once you do that, it creates that organization, and you'll see a couple of, well, people who are interested in this and the organization. Now, before an organization is actually verified, or you see a verified badge, you have you see pending verification. This is going the process of verification by our team to verify that this organization is legit. And you can also see, you know, contact information. And that's it for organization. Now, if you go to the organization, you should see, let's see, where are you? My organization here. You will see the listing you just created under that organization. You can also create an asset for an organization, and we can try to create. So 19 is to 199 is left. Now let's do an asset for this organization. Let's create an asset. Let's say it's a business asset or maybe intellectual property. Let's do intellectual property. And then maybe copyrights or just patents, patents type. And then maybe call these um, research on something, on tech, new tech or something. In energy. And then description, I'll just copy what I have. Well, this expiry is, I mean, this is debatable. I think we can get rid of this, but I think it's a good way to show when the patent. I mean, for this listing, expiry is fine, but this expiry only applies to the listing. But for the patent, the metadata has all the information that is needed for that patent. So I'll say the price for this patent is a couple of dollars, maybe a couple of $100, and then say the owner of that asset. Just use this email, and then the address, um, Kenya, say maybe Kiambu. And metadata is just everything that involves the patents. Registration number, patent number. Patents have numbers, so you include that patent number right here. I'll say maybe the patent number for this is this, and then application number is just when you applied for that patent, you were given a number for that application. And then current assignee, maybe somebody else is assigned to has this patent. And then filing date. Filing is this is self-explanatory. When was it filed and etc. All that good information. Then grant and expiry date. So this is the expiry I was talking about. So if you there's a expiry for the listing, but and then there is expiry for what the patent, the asset itself. So just this patent type, which patent type is it? Is it design? Is it plant provisionally? Continuation, divisional patent, utility. These are just there are many categories of patent types, but we have just few. Let's say design, jurisdiction, Kenya. So there are a couple of jurisdiction, China, UK, European Union, United States, South Africa, say Kenya. And legal status may be granted, and there's a few of them, yeah, right. And then we can do it's a technology, maybe it's an energy. Was it energy? Yeah. And a couple of other stuff too. There are a lot of stuff, so I'll just go uh, revenue generated. This is important to people investing in that asset or buying it. And then current commercialized status in development, or maybe just say licensed, and then a couple of other details as well. This is a lot of information, and probably you can't fill all of these, but the most important ones are the required. The required fields are these. Then optional fields are there, the rest of the stuff. If you want your listing to look good, and the more information, the better. People like information. They like to know what's happening, and um, that's a good way to verify. So I'll just um, and this information can be filled by a person you add on the organization, or you can assign us as QuestLyst to do this creation for you. If it's too daunting for you, it's too much process, we can do that for you. But we are thinking of automating the process so that you just upload the document and then we process whatever the document information has and feed that information automatically for you. That would be easier and people would love that, I think. And then once you accept, and you can, if you have a few documents for this patent, let me say a PDF, just PDF, I'll just list that as well. Then post publish. Now wait for a few. Then there you have the asset listed and the files attached. People can download these directly from QuestLyst, and then they can read about all the information that you've provided for these patents and see what's up with these patent manufacturing partners, competitive landscape, um, marketing applications, enforcement history, like all the good stuff under patents are listed. Then you can list as many documents to support these. And then once you have listed these and people are uh, interested, you will, because I'm the owner, I only see interested people. Say I am not an owner, but I am somebody else. Let me try to log in as another person. Say this guy. And what I'll see is interested. So if I'm interested, I can submit an interest to this what to this to this patent, and then that will be shown to the owner of that patent or asset, and they'll see who is interested in this asset. So that's about it for creating assets and listing for an organization. And I guess that's all the information we have for organizations registering, um, creating a listing or an asset, and then um, uh, information about the organization and why organization's feature is essential to people who run businesses, people who are doing research, people who are scientists, and people who are programmers as well. Because if you are a programmer and you have a software that you really want somebody to buy it, people can do that. Even governments can buy softwares through the QuestLyst application. So you just need to an idea. You just need um as a business, and you just need an asset, and all the other things will do that for you as QuestLyst. And I should mention that QuestLyst is a product that is under Dialect Technologies. So Dialect Technology is the company that is building QuestList. So QuestList is one of the products we're building, and the other products that are coming through, we are also working on currently. But this is one of the marketplace that we have already is live, and that's about it for register organization. What I'll do next is just for the next few minutes, I'll run through the subscription feature, which can be found um, right here. So if you go to this user and then click subscription, you will see this information about the subscription, scale your QuestList experience with the right plan. So if you have the right plan, you get all the interesting features, all the credits, all the good stuff that you might want to do on QuestList. And so, okay, so we also list in USD, but the transaction payment is usually in M-Pesa, but USD um, is an option. And so we have these plans. So this our pricing model is pretty straightforward. It's um, for people who are just who just want to list stuff. If you want to and then current plan will be shown here. But if you are just a person who want to just list an asset, or oh sorry, if you are a person who just list any listing, you can go free. Just for free, you don't get really much um, out of quest list. You just get a listing of 3 items. But if you go basic, you get 20 listings. That's a lot. That's good. You can, if you're selling stuff, you can list them as a normal listing. And then you also get engagements and payment. So engagement is so if you people want to engage on your listing, or you want to just track how many people are interested in your listing and how many people have sent their interest, how many people are willing to buy, then you can do that for under basic plan, which is um, for interest, and then reservations. So reservations, as I described in the some a couple of sprints a couple of streams back, is so if you have an interest, you can create a reserve. If I receive an interest in my listing, I can create reservations with the interested buyer, and that reservations will just be it's like a calendar event. You create a calendar event between the buyer and the seller so that you can schedule when you want to meet, when you want to buy, to exchange your to do a trade, to exchange the item. And then we also have proximity trade, which is proximity trade is a very one. It's an interesting one because it's a it's a way um, to make sure buyers and sellers are in close proximity before trade is made. So are if you trust each other, that's fine. You can do a trade. You can schedule a delivery plan. We don't have delivery plans on QuestLyst, but we do have proximity trade, which is a very um, important feature whenever we want to make sure that the buyer sees the seller and that they see the item before they can pay for the item. So if and this feature is good. You do through you go through a lot of not a lot, but you have to scan a code that the seller presents to you as the buyer. Then once you scan that code, the system verifies that a trade happened. So the buyer and the seller met and they exchanged the item and paid each other. So that's legit. It shows that um, you there's no way people can scam each other on QuestList unless the seller uh, accepts or the buyer accepts to receive the item from the seller through their delivery plan, whatever uh, the plan is. But if you go through the process of QuestList, how exchange is done and how interest reservations and trade proximity is done, then it's impossible for one to scam the other through the system. So and we have made that possible through our cryptographic logics that go through the system. We have to make sure a session happens. A session is created on the system between the buyer and the seller, and the session is also always created by the seller. So a buyer cannot just create a session for themselves. A session is only created by the seller. So if you're a seller and you have an item, you create a session and the buyer can scan a QR code that you present to them. And then that QR code will be used to verify that the trade happened between the buyer and the seller. And the system verifies automatically every time the buyer and the seller meet. And the meeting process is verified in the sense that so if you create a session as a seller, you automatically join the session. But for for the for the session to be complete, a buyer has to also join the session. If you are interested in seeing how this works, you can visit a few couple of streams back, and you'll see the process of uh, trade proximity, and that's all exists. And then QuestList Wallet is also available for the basic plan, not for free. And you by that I mean QuestList Wallet is by that I mean if you go to engagement dashboard, which I already talked about this, you will see the QuestList wallet where you can top up, where you can withdraw funds if you want to, or you can keep that funds there for transactions on QuestList. And topping up is just M-Pesa. But we're thinking about future plans like bank transfer, card transfer, Visa, etc. But for now, it's just M-Pesa. And then you can see when you go to the dashboard, you'll see which plan you are currently on, how many listings are left, assets are left for you to complete your credits, and then how many auctions, which type of auctions you can create. So two types, public and private auctions. Those are also available on this plan. And if you are on free, I don't think um, we don't really have auctions for free plan. Auctions are only available on this plan where you can create a public auction and plus and commercial. but not for basic and free. And then the other thing I wanted to also mention is that if you are on this, you will see interest and reservations right here. Think oh, the wallet. So the wallet is right here, and a few transactions right here. And then go back to subscription. And those are the plans we have. This is the pricing model we have. And Plus is just offering auctions public, can create a public auction. A public auction I described in the last stream that it's anyone can get into the auction and start to bid. But a private one is controlled by the code, the access code that users use to access it, the auction. And organizations are not available for this plus plan, but all these other stuffs are available. Commercial, we can if you're on commercial, you get to enjoy all the interesting stuff on QuestLyst. You can create organizations, you can add members to organization, you can manage interests, reservations, etc. And all you have a wallet as well. And then you can create public and private auctions. And listings are 20 for this plan. And then assets are five assets for this. Mainstream is another. So mainstream is unlimited, everything unlimited. And I think mainstream and these enterprise are quite the same. But what we are thinking about enterprise is everything will be custom for them. Like you can run auctions, customize everything, auctions, assets, and asset tokenization will be available for these two for these two for enterprise will have asset tokenization for them. So if you're enterprise, you can list asset tokenization. But I think this is just straight for me. I think there is a plan to see which plan is best for asset tokenization. But for this enterprise, everything is custom. We I think also to offer APIs. So by custom, I mean you can run your own API. You can access our API and how the data that um, you can also use our information to run auction. And so also I haven't included all this information right here, but it's part of the enterprise plan. And I think we'll see that in the near future. And then I think that's it for this subscription. Also, you can downgrade if you want to go down the road, so you can just downgrade the plan to something that you think is within your budget. And I think that's all I have for the subscription. And for I don't know if there is um anyone anyone on charts charts. Yeah, the charts. The charts. Okay. So I think that's all I have for register organization and subscription. So if yeah, the bugs I think I can fix those in a few. I think they are not really complex. So it's a few bugs. What was this? The bug was yeah, but that's all. That's all I have for you. And um, if you have any questions, you can comment. I think I'll find those. And you can also visit our social media. I think there are links under the channel, the stream. People can visit our links. And also on this, when you go to the marketplace, the live one, you can go to. our website for QuestLyst and see what kind of features we have and all the other stuff we also include there. And then you can also um, visit us on X right here on Instagram, YouTube, and also Facebook. And that's all from me, I think. Let's see how this organization feature can help people who have ideas and who have business they're running and who just want to um, investments from other people who are investing in good ideas and good businesses. And then, oh, I forgot. So for auctions, let me try to, if you are on in, you have an organization and you want to also list, create an auction, you can do that easily by clicking here. You see the plan you're currently on, and uh, select the auction, the organization you want that auction to be in, and then say this is a test organization, it's a test auction. I'll just do that. Paste these. Maybe starts tomorrow, ends in 4 days, and random number. Uh, okay, okay, I'll just keep using this address, even though it's not really my actual address. Anyways, let's see where um, Kenya. Okay, and create an organization, create an auction, and you'll see that auction under the organization. So if you go to auctions, you'll see that auction right here. So and that and if you want to share um, to people about the organization, you just share this link, and then people can visit directly to that link, and it will lead them to your portfolio. They will see your information right there on the website, on the platform. And I think we are on time, 15 minutes. Okay, so that's it, and thank you for joining in live from wherever you are, and see you next time on the next live stream where we'll be talking about assets, all the good stuff under assets. So assets are these, why assets exist and why we offer those. And then we run through a few steps of creating an asset and how to, see all the assets that are available for all the users involved. And then this will be a fun one. I think we'll run through a few more assets. All the assets we create one by one and see. It will be I mean, each asset has so much information, so it will be a good, interesting way to hunt for those bugs. Like we are doing. The stream is also about, we do streams for hunting the bugs and fixing them online. So it will be fun. So I think we'll see you in the next stream. Thank you. See you next time.